Kenny here with Gardening Simplified. It is April 19th. We're out here in the citrus greenhouse, or the heated greenhouse, and we have this one tree here, one of them that it's still green. It might come back, but instead of worrying with it, we don't have to have it. We're going to take it out. We've already taken out one of our mangoes that froze here. We've got another one over there, so we have another spot. But we went by Lowe's and we picked up a couple of avocados. Now this one here is a Hass. It's the one that you commonly see in the store. It's not really one of the best, but it's a good one. And then this one here is a Zutano, I think's how you say that. But we're going to plant these in here. Now these are two different varieties, but the key to this is to make sure that you have the proper two varieties. You really need two to get good production. And the reason for that is there's an A and a B type. And one of them opens its female flowers in the morning and its male flowers in the evening. And the other one opens its male flowers in the morning and its female flowers in the evening. They don't have like a lot of your flowers where they have the male and female parts in the flower, your pistil and your, I'm trying to think, stamina or whatever. They only have one in each of the flowers. They have both kind of flowers, but they don't have them open in the same time. So when you're going to plant avocados, you need to be specific about what you plant, the variety, so you know that you're going to get production. Don't figure on just one. I don't know if there's a variety that is self-pollinating, and the tags won't tell you as far as how they do. Now, avocados, there are some varieties that'll take pretty cold weather, but I don't know what the temperature is on these. I know I planted some years back and they were supposed to take down to 17 degrees. And of course, they both got damaged and never did make it through. But the thing is, we get a lot colder than 17 a lot of times. In fact, one time we got to -7. So that's going to be the advantage of having the heat in the greenhouse is we can keep these at a point to where they'll survive. Plus avocados, they usually have more than one crop at a time. They'll have some that's ripening, and then they'll have the flowers coming out for the next crop that's going to come behind it. So you have to keep those warm through the winter time in order for that crop to survive. So we won't go into that too much, but I'm going to take these out and we're going to dig these up, and then we're going to talk about our guava tree. Okay, that didn't take long. We just put these in the ground. We'll water them in good. We did turn our drip on today, so our ground's good and wet. And our other tree is this guava here. Now it's growing pretty good, but when I bought it, it had one limb that was kind of low. I didn't really like it. It's got another one that's low, but I didn't want to try to do it. It was a little smaller. But what I'm going to do, because I pulled this off and you can see the root coming through, we're going to cut this loose. We're going to try to get a little bit away from the side of this so we don't cut that collar. We want it to heal up. You can see we got another one coming in right there, but we'll take and hand this camera to someone else and we'll open this up and see. But you can see it's got good roots. What we're going to do is we're going to come down here. Our hole's a little big, but we're going to directly plant this into the ground. I'm going to put a little bit of dirt down in here so it's not near so deep. And then I use my pelleted chicken litter here. We're going to put a good scoop in there, and we're going to stir this around. And then we're going to try to get this uncovered. It'd be easy if I could find the end of this covering. And I'll probably have a little bit of an ordeal, but we'll get this plastic wrap off of here. There's the end. Now, this is method I use. This is just a Ziploc bag. That's a quart bag. You can use a smaller one, but it's easy for this. I just slit one side of it and push this in. We want to try not to damage the roots on here as we do this. In fact, we might cut it. But in fact, I think I'll get the knife out and take care of that, because it's definitely not going to do any good if we tear all of the roots off. We'll find the end of our bag, and we're just going to cut this so it helped too if the knife was sharp. But we just use moistened peat moss, and you can see the roots coming out. What we're going to do is we're just going to plant this in the hole. We're going to take these bottom couple of leaves off. We don't want them anyway. We're going to push this dirt around and try to plant this up pretty close to the top. Now there's no graft point, so we don't have to worry if we get it a little bit high. And we'll go ahead and smooth that up. But that is a free tree. It just takes a little bit of your time. We'll follow it along. If those of you that's interested in how things are doing, I'm sure when we come back out here and do a update in the greenhouse, we'll take and talk about it, see how it's doing. Like I say, it's a little bitty. This other one is doing good. Like I say, this limb is too low too, so we're going to end up doing it the same way. Go ahead and get it off. We could leave it, but I like the limbs to be a little bit higher from the bottom, and I like free trees. Now we do have an olive tree that the way it was going, it had a branch coming off, and whenever I got this olive, they only had one. Now I'm not sure, but I think it needs a cross-pollinator. So as far as you think you need two, but I'm doing the same thing here. I'm sure this isn't I'm sure it's not ready. It was done a few weeks after the guava, and plus it doesn't grow as fast as the guava. The guava is a fast growing tree, so it should be a while. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little update. I hope you learned a little bit about avocados if you're going to grow them, but be sure that you've got a place that either you can wrap them, bring them in, or something in the cold weather, because if you're going to have avocados, you're going to have to do that. Now, avocado trees will get 30 feet tall, 40 feet tall, but you can always prune them, keep them pruned down. That's like anything in here. A lot of these trees, this grapefruit tree, this get 30 feet tall, so they'll all be maintained at a size to where they'll be accommodated inside where it's warm. But anyway, I hope you give this video a big thumbs up, and I hope you're thinking about your garden season or planting a bunch of crops right now. Enjoy that gardening experience.